Loneliness of the Long-Distance Runner is the latest and one of the very best examples of Britain's tough social comment cinema. It's by the same author as Saturday Night and Sunday Morning, Alan Sillitoe, and it's about an 18-year-old rebel in a reform school taking a certain amount of pleasure in cross-country running, which the governor of the institution, played by Sir Michael Redgrave, considers to be the kind of therapy to cure the young rebel's resentment against society. But as he runs, and the camera takes lyric note of the trees overhead and the fairly free ground under his feet, it becomes clear that his bitterness is too deeply ingrained to be eradicated so easily. His thoughts as he runs take the film into flashbacks to his home life of poverty and squalor in Nottingham, his tentative excursions into romantic escapism with a girl on a desolate seashore and in a shabby seaside hotel, his quest for excitement that leads to petty crime, and his present condition. Nothing exactly new. In fact, the teenage rebel with his heavy chip on the shoulder has been so much exploited by the cinema now that familiarity has bred a certain amount of immunity to the problem, and filmmakers are beginning to realize the need for fresher subjects before the repetition of this one defeats its well-meaning purpose. It's all the more remarkable, therefore, that the loneliness of the long-distance runner impinges so strongly. The part is played by a new actor, always an aid to realism, Tom Courtenay, who's extremely good and conveys the anti-hero's sourness of soul most persuasively. He comes from Yorkshire, as does the director Tony Richardson, who had a big success recently with A Taste of Honey. The shabby side of England's industrial north has come to play an increasingly prominent part in recent British films. Richardson would appear to be incorporating very aptly in this one some details of technique that have been used to great effect by such new wave French directors as François Truffaut and Jean-Luc Godard. When the teenager steals a car, and when at a couple of other points in the story he's edgy with nerves and eager to be on the run fast, the action is speeded up for a few seconds in the manner of the old silent films running at the wrong speed. When a complaint about reform school food leads to a riot in the mess hall, the camera pans about the room full of brawling young rebels so fast that the image blurs. Time and again, the harsh black and white photography with its fleeting ironic jaunts into lyricism holds the eye and gives the familiar argument fresh impetus. Not that technique bemuses the mind so much that there's no time to wonder if authority, and indeed society at large, aren't being caricatured a bit for the sake of the rebels' cause. But at a time when the cinema, not only of Britain, but of most of the world, has a glut of protest films on its hands, the long-distance runner outpaces most of the field. He's a rebel to remember.